What is happening, everybody? Welcome back to TWR. I hope you are all doing well and taking care of yourselves. Sorry about the space in between videos. A little hectic, but I am trying to stay somewhat consistent for you all, so you're welcome. But anyway, today I'm excited about this video because I'm stepping my game up a little bit. This was a pretty exciting enclosure to make. It was probably one of the best ones I had done. But today I am going to be setting up a new enclosure for my frogs. Well, not really new. I'm just going to redo the one that they are currently in. So I'm going to come over here and show you everything that we have on our table for that. Because yes, we got a lot of things. We got some live plants. We got some other things. Because today I'm going to go bioactive with my frog tank, and I am very excited about it. So I'm going to flip this camera around and show you what we got going on this table. Alright, so here we are. So right here is the enclosure that I have my glass frogs in right now. As you can see, there are a couple of live plants in there. There is some bioactive, like some springtails and stuff in the soil down there. But I am going to do a bit more with it. They're just still kind of, the plants are still in the pots. There's not really much happening. I mean, it's nice, but it's going to be better. So I'm very excited for it. So first thing I'm going to do is get this bad boy cleaned up because it's a little dirty. Got like incense ash on the top, my bad, and then it's kind of just got some gunk around the outside because we had an ant infestation, and so I had put like some Vaseline and stuff along the edges on the outside to try to keep them from going in, which works. But now that that's all over, I can get this cleaned up and get looking just spiffy again. So first thing I'm going to do is get that cleaned up, get those out of there, put them in something else for right now, and then get this cleaned up. But let's check out what else is on the table. So right here we have this Dude Terra Flora, supposed to be really good for good bioactive substrate. It says for rainforest dwelling reptiles and amphibians such as darts, tree frogs, and salamanders. And since glass frogs are tree frogs, that is exactly what we are going to be needing today. And over here we got a couple of live plants. I'm not sure which of these I'm going to be using. I've got this like silver pothos or this scindapsus something or other. I've got this awesome one here. I cannot remember the name of it either. I'm completely spacing on it. Is it on the outside? Monstera Addisoni something. All right. And then over here we've got this pretty one, which I actually took from work. It's Anthurium. Yeah, it's really pretty. I think it's going to really make this pop, and it's going to be absolutely amazing to have that one in there. So that one is absolutely going in for sure. And then I have this really cute one here. It's called a turtle vine, and it's supposed to like hang and vine and whatnot, and so it'll probably come out in the long run, but I think it'd be really cute to just kind of have it in there at some point and let it kind of grow out a little bit in there before I decide to remove it. But I don't know. I'm still deciding, but I really like it, and I think it's super cute, and I think it would be adorable to put it in there, but I haven't decided yet. I haven't also decided whether I'm even going to continue to keep one or both of these, like maybe just one. I was thinking about this one because it's already bigger, but I also I don't know if it's going to go well with that particular plant. I'm just not sure how I feel about those two together. So I might end up kicking that one out, and the same with that one back there, just like, they've been in here. So let's switch it completely up and get them out of there. So those are the plants that are going to be going in there. Very excited about getting those in. It's going to look so good. All right, so coming on over here, we got this tub. Got these lovely pebble thingies in here. These are called hydro balls. Sorry if that was a lot of noise. So those are called hydro balls. These are going to go at the very, very bottom before I put anything else in. These are the very first things that are going to go in. These, and then this, which is a drainage mesh. These are important because you're going to put this in with a drainage mesh cut perfect to size on top of it, and then your soil and all this stuff goes in. This is so that when you are watering your plants and you put a lot of excess water or whatever you're doing, all the excess water will settle to the bottom and settle into this area, and then the soil will be protected by the mesh on top so that your plants, those poor plants, don't just sit in a bunch of just water unnecessarily and get root rot and all that other bad stuff. So this is to protect your plants and make sure that all that stays safe without sitting in water, so all the excess water settles down into there and then gets evaporated up as needed. So that is what that is for. Oh, I forgot a little plant I had over here. Possibly you're going to use this one too. Also super cute. Can't remember the name of it. So there's that. But also, I don't know. Maybe I have some options. I have some options. I'm gonna think about it, and then I guess you'll see what I decide to put in when it's all done. So. And then last but not least, over here we have the isopods and springtails that I showed you in my previous video when I was talking about isopods and springtails and getting into all those. So I have that, which is also going to get mixed in as well. Because that's going to help create the whole bioactive feature. Is going to be its own cleaning crew. They're really important for the ecosystem to work in here for it to be a truly bioactive enclosure. All right, so now that you've gotten to see all of that, I am now going to go ahead and get this enclosure cleaned out. And then come back and start putting all the stuff in. And I might just kind of put clips of the stuff as I do it without having to walk you through it because I can't hold the camera, obviously, and do this at the same time. So I'll just kind of show you little bits and pieces as I get stuff done. So let's go. Alright, and we are back, and as you can see, we have got this enclosure all cleaned out and ready to go. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab those hydro balls and get them put down at the bottom like this. And so we've got those in. Now I'm going to go ahead and grab the mesh layer, get it cut to size, and then put that in like this. So now the mesh is in there, and I'm going to go ahead and get the soil and start kind of building it up how I want it to be and deciding on the plants that I want. So you're not going to see that whole process because I just don't really have a way of setting up my camera for all that. But I'm going to decide, and I will bring you back as soon as it's all set up and show you where I'm at. And there is our finished product. I love it. I love it a lot. Got the froggos up in there. 1, 2, 3. All 3. I think it looks absolutely amazing. I really love it. I'm happy with my plant choices. Obviously, I put this one in here like I said I would. I decided to go with this fella here because I know that's going to get a little bit taller, so it will go up a bit, and then it will start eventually even spilling over, so there could be even a long-term plant there. This one down here was mostly a space filler because I know that it's going to get really tall, and eventually it's going to have to just come out of here. It's just not going to be able to stay in there. But since they don't need a water dish, I didn't really have anything to stick right there, so I decided I'm just going to put that little cutie in there, and I think it works really well. And then I did decide to go with the silver pothos, so it's kind of like right here, and then it wraps up there and along the log, and then comes back around. And then as that fills in, it will do its own thing, and it'll have its own special effect to the whole overall enclosure. So as it fills in, and as the ooh, wow, something's happening with the colorations of my camera. Sorry about that. But as it fills in, and as the plants grow out, it's gonna look so much better. But I think it looks absolutely amazing right now. I really, really, really do love it. It looks great, and I think it's gonna be really great to see the frogs hang out in here. As you can see, they look absolutely amazing on that plant. I really love it. I love it. It was really fun to put this together. I got inspired, Tara, if you were watching. I was inspired by one of the enclosures you did in the shop with having just kind of like a piece of cork there to make it look like a whole nother level. I really liked that, and so I kind of incorporated the same kind of thing here with this enclosure here. So again, Tara, if you are watching, thank you for that brilliant idea. I was inspired by you. This one almost made it. but ultimately I decided not to go with it just because it's a better plant for it to hang. So if I ever use this plant, it'd be in something where I can maybe like put it up and then allow it to actually flow down. But for now, I did not use it. So, but I mean, what do you guys think? Do you love it as much as I do? Because I absolutely love it. It's the very first time of me doing Bioactive. I think it looks absolutely amazing. I'm very excited to watch it grow in, and I hope these three little frogs like it as well. So let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any, any type of feedback on how I could have done better. I am going to get a plant light for this eventually. This does sit near a window with it's a lot of really great light, so I'm not super worried about the plants right now, but I do want to still get a light on there just because at some point. So that being said, yeah, feedback, anything positive, negative, I don't care, I want to hear it all. Put it in the comments. So there it is, my very first Bioactive enclosure for my 3 glass frogs, and it looks absolutely amazing. I love it a lot. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. You all take care of yourselves. Love your loved ones. Love your reptiles. Y'all keep spreading those herbs.